You know, when I was a kid, there was a really strange, unwritten fashion code that I used to hear about. My mom even talked about it and said you can't wear white after Labor Day. And if I'm being honest, I thought that rule was just kind of stupid. I mean, I should be able to wear whatever color I want to wear when I want to wear it. Shouldn't I? That's what I thought, at least. Turns out, this antiquated code came into being around the 19th century. It was a way of distinguishing between wealthy people and people who didn't have as much money. See, the wealthy would take these lavish vacations, and white was a vacation color. So they'd wear white, indicating that they were able to take these vacations to these faraway places, and they would wear white to signify their wealth and their status, while the rest of us, regular city dwellers who didn't have as much money, riffraff like you and me, couldn't afford to take those lavish vacations and therefore didn't wear white. Since then, there have been all sorts of unwritten codes about wearing white. Like you can't wear white to a wedding because you don't want to upstage the bride or be in competition with the star of the show. But then there are other codes that are more condemning. Those old codes that said you can't wear white to your own wedding if you're no longer pure. You know, the idea of purity and wearing white dates back thousands of years. They go hand in hand. And for some of us, the idea of being worthy of wearing white doesn't bring hope. It brings guilt. Because our lives are full of stains. They're messy. They're covered in mistakes. How could I ever, if those are the codes, if those are the laws of purity and white, how could I ever be worthy of wearing white? Well, Revelation chapter 3, verse 5 says this: "All who are victorious will be clothed in white. I will never erase their names from the book of life, but I will announce before my Father and his angels that they are mine." Wow. I mean, that passage by itself just encourages me, because it's a reminder that we have been made overcomers, not because of our own perfection, but by the blood of the Lamb. That those that are described in this passage are people who overcame. And here, white is a warrior color. It's the color of one who has overcome the trials and tribulations of life. They have lived and labored the hard drudgery of humanity, and they've come out victorious, not because of their own merit, because of their own efforts, but because of the work of Jesus Christ. This passage says that people that are messy and covered in mistakes like you and me, because all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. Nobody is righteous, not a single person. We're all born and shapen in iniquity. And what separates us, what makes us worthy of the white garment described in Revelation chapter 3 is not because you did it. It's because of the work of Jesus Christ for you. Because in an act of sacrificial grace, he gave his life for you. And that victory on the cross, that pivotal moment in human history, is now credited to your account. So now his purity is poured onto the mistakes of your life. His perfection is poured all over the imperfections of your life. That means a life that's covered in stains and mistakes, missteps, problems, dysfunction, inconsistency can still be made pure and worthy by the work of Christ. That means that when you accepted him as the Lord of your life, not just the Savior, but the sovereign Lord of your life, he began to work in that life. And he who began a good work is going to be faithful to complete it. And he says, "I will tell the Father and his angels, you are mine." I'm grateful to know that I belong to him today. So my question for you, I always have a question. It's Gracepoints. What color are you wearing today? Don't worry. It doesn't have to be a color that signifies all your mistakes. Let it be the color of the one who covers your life with his life and makes you whiter than snow. Anyway, you all are always awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing you next time. This is Gracepoints. God bless you.